What's up, everyone? I've been thinking of some new ideas for the channel, that is game-related ideas, and someone a long time ago mentioned that I should do some collector's edition videos, like just show off some of the video game collector's editions, limited editions, whatever you want to call them, and talk about them or whatever. And at the time I was like, oh, okay, maybe at some point, but I put it off and was doing other things. But now I was kind of thinking that it might be a little interesting to some people to sort of, show what's inside some of them being, older ones, some more current ones, maybe tell you how much they cost when they originally came out, what they're going for now. Maybe if one came out and it was originally $100, you might have been like, screw that, I ain't going to pay that for, collector's edition, but now they might be half that or even less, so you might be interested in picking them up. So I have a lot of collector's editions and limited editions. If I did not work at a game store, I probably would not have as many as I do. I get a discount on them, or, they become marked down after a long period of time, and then I eventually, would have gotten an old one. Now I tend to buy almost every game that becomes, that has a limited edition. I'll buy it when it comes out, just because I'm super picky about condition of, like, boxes and stuff, and I really like, to be able to hand pick it and not take the last one that's been beaten around or sitting on a shelf for, a year or so. I'm going to show like 3 collector's editions today, a couple of newer ones, one older one, and let me know what you think. Here we go. First up is Fate Extra on the PSP. This game came out on February 21st, 2011. The limited edition was $39.99, regular edition was $29.99, and there was a digital version for $24.99. The collector's edition came with a Fate Extra Visual Works book, which is basically a hardbound art book that housed also the soundtrack. There is only it's like 16 pages inside of art, and the book is attached. Hey, that's a little risque. And the pages are attached to the front of the book, so you can't take it out. And then obviously the game itself. Now, this tends to go on eBay for like a sealed copy, about what it was when it originally came out, in between 30 and 40 bucks. A few copies may be sold for a little bit less than that, but now granted, those are for a sealed copy. If you happen to be able to find one still at GameStop, I know it's $19.99 now for a new copy of the limited edition. But there's a good chance that the cardboard box has been open, for display. And I believe that this came shrink-wrapped inside, and I'm not 100% sure, but, the game itself would probably still be sealed, but the box would have been open. I know the boxes were shrink-wrapped as well, so if interested in that, you can get it for cheaper than it was when it came out, especially if you're maybe looking for one that has already been open. You probably wouldn't have to pay more than, 20 to 30 bucks max on it. Right now is the time to be getting, like, PSP games also. I mean, they're on the way out. There really isn't any new ones coming out anymore, except for, I know of, like, at least one downloadable title that's coming out, but, they're dirt cheap. You can easily get most titles for under 20 bucks at most game stores, even cheaper sometimes online. You can get a lot of them for even, like, under $10 now. So I have, like, sort of high hopes that a lot of them are going to be sort of sought after later down the road, because they didn't sell very well. There are a lot of decent games, especially in the RPG genre. If you like Japanese RPGs, there's a ton of them on that system. So now is definitely the time, while they're cheap, before you have to be buying them online or at like the flea market or something. I mean, you don't find PSP games at our flea market. It's very rare. So I just kind of see that like 5 years from now, if you're like, oh, I want to play, like Fate Extra or something, you're going to be only finding it for, double the cost that it is now easily. So now is the time to buy PSP games. Resistance 2 came out on April 8th, 2011. The collector's edition was $79.99, regular edition was 60 bucks, and for only being $20 more than the regular edition, it came with quite a bit of stuff. Mainly a 5.5-inch Chimera hybrid figurine with weapon and its own little blister pack. It's a pretty decent little figurine. And you got a downloadable code for Wraith multiplayer skin, and a bonus disc that had a bunch of behind-the-scenes content, among other things. a art book. Upside down art book. There we go. It's called Altered Americana. And then, of course, the game, which had a different cover art than the regular edition. Currently, you can get a sealed copy of this online for anywhere from $30 to $70. It has a wide price range it seems to be going for. If you just want like an open copy with maybe not even the game inside, just like the extra content it came with, you can get it for dirt cheap. I mean, I saw a few that had sold for like a few bucks. And to me, for a collector's edition that's not even 2 years old, if you spent like $80, or, you know, even if you save some money, say you spent $50 or $40 on it, to be selling the collector's edition stuff that you bought for like $5 just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you have, you know, bought the collector's edition stuff? Either way, like, you know, you can get it for very cheap if it's opened. If you want a sealed one in like really, really nice shape, then you're gonna, you know, maybe pay about half as much as it originally cost when it first came out. And last up is The Last Story. See what I did there? Clever, you know, with the title. This came out on August 14th, 2012, so not too long ago at all. It was $49.99, and it came with this little cool, like, slip cover that goes on the back side and hangs over the front like that. The only reason why I kept it is it has, like, screenshots and info for the game, and the back of the box, you know, is just that symbol. I like the packaging for it too. It sort of looks like it's a book, and the game inside had a different cover to it. I've mentioned in past videos I love when games, like especially collector's editions, when they put like a different picture on every single item in there. So the box had a different picture, the case did, the manual inside, and then the game disc. You know, it just makes it a little bit more interesting to look at than the same exact, you know, cover image, you know, 3 or 4 times in the box. And then it came with a art book. Pretty cool art book also. It has, let's see if I can open it and not drop it. You know, art of background images, characters, areas, normal stuff in an art book, I guess, but it's more than 16 pages like the Fate Extra one was. Now, you can get this at stores, if they still have it, for about $10 less. I know GameStop is selling it now for like $39.99. And surprisingly, online, for a new copy, it's a little bit more, probably because it's just a little bit harder to find now in stores. It seems to be going for about $40 to $50, give or take with the shipping. And if it has the soundtrack, which was like a pre-order bonus, which I have, it's just buried back there in one of the glass cabinets, then that maybe would add like, you know, $5 or so to it. So while looking up like the release date of when this game came out, I didn't remember the exact day it came out. I saw that on November 20th, Exceed, the people that put this out, they said that they would be shipping regular editions of this game to stores, and they would be $29.99. Because the next thing I was going to say in this video was, basically this isn't like a limited edition because every copy of it came like this. So it's sort of a collector's edition because, you know, maybe down the road you would only find, you know, the just the game case and disc and maybe not all the bonus stuff, but besides that, it's not really a limited edition. Well, as of November 20th, yes, now this is. So you can go pick up just the game if you want for $29.99, but the collection edition, you know, now should possibly go up in price maybe a little bit more down the road because there will be more than one edition to get of it. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to keep, you know, future collector's edition videos short like this. Just a few games in each one. I have collector's editions literally for every type of genre, you know, not just RPGs. Obviously, Resistance is an RPG. First-person shooters. I have collector's editions for shmups and all different types of games. So, I mean, there will be a wide variety in these videos. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you later. Peace!